This is Hard Hat Conversation. I'm your host, Richard. Today is September the 19th, 2025 on a Friday evening. Thank you all for listening and coming on board. I'm going to keep it short tonight. It's been about 9 days. Oh, and I'm here in Cleveland, Ohio, folks. Sorry about that. I'm not using my notes today or nothing. I'm just going ad lib because I'm going to make it short. No notes tonight. I just want to say a few words because I know everybody's been on the internet talking about Charlie Kirk, okay? A lot of you never even heard of him. Some of you have, and some of you are being introduced to him now since he died. I saw a few of his videos, and some of the stuff he said, of course, I liked, and some of the stuff he said I didn't like. But that's what you call a debate. That's what you call. Sometimes you have different ideologies. That's okay. That's what makes America. But here's the scary part of that, folks, is that this man went to mostly college campus, 31-year-old man, father of two, debating with younger people and anybody that decided to want to come up in his face to the podium. Wasn't really scripted or anything, just asked any random question about anything. And you may like his answer, you may not like his answer. That's just the way life is, right, folks? You say stuff in your circle that some of your circle like and some of them don't like. So I know a lot of people saying hate speech, stuff like that. Sometimes when we say hate speech, we got to be careful when we say hate speech. We got to really understand what hate is, you know. The hate I saw on that day was a different type of hate. That type of hate that we cannot have in America, folks, with the death of Charlie Kirk or whoever it was that would have been up there that day. And that's the problem America is having right now. We have that. It's a different type of hate, you know. It's not like I hate ice cream or I hate syrup or I hate to fly in airplanes. We have to be careful of that word hate. We're throwing all kind of terms like fascist, which most people don't even know what a fascist is. We're throwing all homophobic words and all kind of stuff. We got to be careful how we say words and stuff because you're putting people in a corner. And just like any wild animal, when you start labeling people with harsh words that they're afraid that they'll do something to this type of lifestyle or whatever color of the people or things of that nature, we're going down a slippery slope, which we already been going down. We have to be careful because we only have one planet Earth, folks. We can't hide and run nowhere. Even though we believe in different things and stuff like that, we have to still be civil out there. You know, it's okay to have this and have that you like. It's okay, but when others have their stuff, as long as it doesn't infringe on your rights and your ability to live. You may disagree with it, that's fine. But that type of hate on that day, 9 days ago, when Charlie Kirk was killed, that's a different type of hate. And I think that it's growing. And the sad part of it is that our leaders, our politicians, our leaders of all over the world is permeating that type of stuff. You know, they're saying it's okay because let's be honest, folks. This is Hard Hat Conversation. Please like, subscribe, and comment. We want the world run our way. I wish I could have the world, excuse me, folks, run my way, but I can't. So I understand that I have to live with other people with other ideology and other ways of life, other cultures and things like that. But we're losing that, folks. We're losing our freedom of speech, even though some of it can be painful. We have to allow people to express themselves. And once you allow somebody to express themselves, then you can start debating them and start saying that maybe what you're saying is wrong, or maybe what you're saying is right. But we got to come to a common denominator. But once you start killing that type of hate, hurting somebody because they put on this different pair of shoes, or they got this different hair color, or they eat this type of food, or they listen to this type of music, or they have this sexual orientation. We can't hate like that, folks. That's their choice. You cannot hate on that stuff. You can dislike the ways and food and all that, but don't hate, folks. We all have to exist because it's just human nature. We have to exist, folks. So the death of Charlie Kirk, nobody's trying to make him a martyr or anything. He's just a regular person like me and you that's trying to get an idea out there. And some people was listening and some people don't. Like I said, you will agree with some of the stuff he said, and you will not like some of the stuff he said. But that does not give justification of killing anybody. I don't care who it is. You cannot kill. That's the last straw. That means you become what you hate. You have become what you hate. So, folks, we got to start doing. We still get debate, folks. We still get to disagree on this and that. But, folks, we got to cut down on the hate and killing. Looking at Congress, our leaders that make laws and things of that nature, fighting like they out in the streets, yelling and screaming. There's no calmness. There's nothing. It seems like everybody, when they get in a disagreement, it's got to be some fighting, some cussing, shooting, some anything. There's no peaceful talking, no diplomacy anymore. And when our leaders are showing that on national TV every day, shouting out, screaming, telling people to fight back like it's the end of the world, and over exaggerated. That's no different than somebody yelling, there's fire, and everybody running out of the movie theater. We have to call out those people that does that stuff. It's okay to debate on something that you don't like, but do not use the word hate and act like if we're losing our democracy and stuff like that. That's crazy. We already lost some of our democracy. The world is changing. We already lost it. It's a different world now, folks. So I'm going to sign off right now. Hope y'all have a good evening. Get something good to eat. This is Hard Hat Conversations. Y'all have a blessed night. See